Hi everybody, welcome for this test race in Japan in Fuji Speedway for this third season of Formula GT Championship. The drivers begin by qualifiers, 10-minute qualifiers, 30-minute race after. It's going for 10 minutes. Here are the times. First sector. It's the warm-up lap. It's difficult, Jim. Maybe before the disqualifiers. Have you Skype, Jim? So Furaos is first. Fuvaros in the pit. Immortal, Augablo. Immortal is first. All the drivers enter in the pit. And Fuvaros is second, Immortal is first. He's always first. Augablo is third. Be careful, Thiago, Chiffé, try to overtake.
Bad start for Immortal so far, but he managed to defend off. First of all, Ferraros went with him, but apart from that, so far, Immortal's just showing why he's number one in the world.
Yes. It's very impressive. Just look. Can you talk, Jimmy?
Pardon?
Yeah, we hear it. We hear you. Sorry.
Danny down in 10th for some reason. I'm not exactly sure what happened there, but a bit disappointing, seeing as he's most likely going to be the fastest British driver. So far, having a look at the times, Immortal set a mid-16, which is about 2 seconds faster than the average pack. Thiago again now having a mistake if we have a look down at him. Spin Ferrati. Always been strong at it, although Fuji jumping straight in with no practice isn't very easy. Obviously, Org is going to be the fastest French driver for sure here. I think he may actually be the only one. Very similar to Grosjean.
Immortal, 1.5 seconds before Fuvaros.
I'm still very surprised at Sife's pace. Being a GT Academy finalist, you would expect a lot more. Oh, big lock up there from Fuvaros, but he manages to keep it on track. Diego has gone into the pits. We have a look, and I believe he is now on. No, he's got another pair of soft tyres. 1 or 2 stop, and he's gone wide straight at turn 1. Ideally, 2 stop is going to be the majority of what drivers do here. Starting on softs and then switching to hards somewhere around.
Two stops in this race, you think?
Yeah, 2 compounds are required, so the softer and the harder tyres. The tyre weight on this car isn't that great, even on the lower settings, so you're looking about 12 minutes maximum on the soft tyres.
Yes, 12 minutes?
About 12 minutes, yeah, so around halfway through the race, you're going to expect him to start pitting. Ash is currently on the hard tyres, he's stopped already, which is very interesting. He must be trying to go very long. The traction control for drivers like him do help a lot with wheel spin out of the corners. So I think his tyre weight, depending on setup, is going to be a lot greater than those in front. Possibly aiming for a top 8 finish, he would be. Look back at the stream. Again, Immortal holding a very strong lead again.
3.7 seconds.
Averagely, you think Guevara's
2.6.
Starting to pull in on him slowly and he's bringing Org along. Ideally, you think Guevara's is going to want to get the undercut on him with the hard tyres, which will averagely be the same time as soft. Although you'd expect Immortal to keep his lead by pitting straight away, but we don't know. Immortal's always been, as well as having quick speed, been very good on his tyres. No problems regarding lobby connection so far though. Everything very strong, very stable from PD's end, which is very rare for the game. The majority of the Division 1 drivers are actually going to be... Oh! It looked like Immortal spun nearly round wide, but it seems under control there. Are you still there?
Subaru's second. I follow the other drivers.
Yeah, I'm a bit interested in Danny. He's now worked up to 7th and taken snow.
After 7?
Up to 7th, Danny is. No, Danny has now taken snow, and Snow had a fairly good lead over him. But they're pulling away from the likes of 9th place, Ives, Artie, who's had a few spins, Diego, another very strong driver in the Spanish community.
Yes. He's in 2 different teams at the same time. TRA and OMA?
No, ORMA, I'm not exactly sure of. I believe they're Spanish based, but Diego is his name, obviously from Portugal, and he's definitely one of the strongest Spanish racers, second obviously to Xaif, who is an Academy ex-finalist. But again, his speed doesn't seem to be as strong as what expected from early tests. We thought he would be the main contender to Immortal, but so far it doesn't look that way. Nick, and we've got another Artie now into the pit, and he's switched to the hard tyres. I believe to come out in front of Ash.
Yes, Artie
yeah,
choose the hard tyres, yes.
Yep, he's now on the hard tyres. Lightning is into the pit as well. I believe he's going to switch to the hards. Let's just watch this stop here.
Lightning.
Very slow.
Oh, wait, hard.
He's onto the hard. Artie comes out just behind Danny, so Danny gets position on him, although Artie should now be on the hard tyres, and you're going to expect Danny to pit soon.
Artie made a mistake.
That was at the start. Has he been lapped? Which still he's now a stop down on the rest of them. I believe he's now most likely going to lose that final place to Ash. So we are a third through the race, and let's just run everybody through the order. First, as per usual, Immortal is leading for the Team Redline team, followed closely by Fuvaros. It seems that it's going to be a battle for second place unless Immortal makes a mistake. Fuvaros, Nick now is in third after Org and Side have both pitted, so Ives comes through into fourth. So, and Org manages to maintain his, but Zive has had a very slow stop and he has lost out to Snow, which is going to put him back into traffic and it's going to be very difficult. And Snow has pulled over at the line already. He seems to have a mistake, which that looks like it may be connection problems actually.
Yes. Ah, yes,
and
yes.
Left the room. So, engine blowout for TRL Snow already, who I believe would be part of the winning Immortal for this season, so not a good start for the Team Redline guys. So the leader comes into the pits already. He will hand the lead of the race over to Fuvaros. No, both Fuvaros and Nick are in. So, as I predicted, 12 minutes into the race and all the leaders have stopped.
So, Mortal, Hard, Fuvaros,
all drivers, yeah, all
stay
drivers
soft.
are.
Fuvaros, no?
Yes, Fuvaros has stayed on the soft tyres, which we believe he's going to have to make another stop.
Yes.
And Cyprus also stayed on the soft tyres, so they're favouring the two-stop strategy. Although you would think halfway through the race that's a bit of a gamble. But maybe they know something we don't. Ives has remained out in second place. He's very good at looking after his tyres, Ives. So if we look at back to the stream,
Ives have already stopped?
No, Ives
No.
hasn't stopped yet.
Yeah.
Although you expect him.
He keeps
Both
very
Ives
well
and
his tires.
he's very good on his tyres, especially in the GTTTCC series. Difficult though now that Fuvaros and the rest of the leaders are now coming up to Ives and Ash. Org now has to find a way through Ives, goes round. Ives pulls out to the outside wisely, although I believe he's going to go straight into the pits. No, he's staying out for another lap, which again is going to make it crucial that Fuvaros gets past him at the next turn.
Do you think Ives made a mistake by keeping his tires?
If you can take the soft tyres as long as possible, it's going to help. The final turn, you get a lot of oversteer with the car, especially when there's no grip. There didn't seem to be any problem with him on acceleration out, so it looks like he's taking good care of his tyres at the moment.
He loses. So Makosi will overtake him. Yes.
To get position on Fuvaros should follow through. No. Ives touches the grass and holds him up into the chicane, although he should allow Fuvaros through. Yes, he does. And Lightning as well. Obviously the stream is a bit slow, so as we can see here, Ives holding and moving out of the way. He nearly collides with Fuvaros.
Ives is going. He's in pit.
believe now he will change onto the hard tyres.
Yes.
Which 15 minutes is
maybe
pretty
not.
good.
We are in the middle of the race.
You know, compound is still required, just like in Formula 1, so at some point they're going to have to change tyres, which is difficult for Zaif and Vivaros, who were actually yet to stop.
Ives
Oh, big crash between Annie and Ash.
Ives
Big crash.
is back on the track with soft tires.
He is indeed, which means he, Zaif, and Vivaros are going to have to stop again, unfortunately. Been a huge crash between Danny and Ash. Danny seemed to be about to lap Ash. I'm not sure what happened afterwards, but it looked as if Ash spun in front of Danny, which is going to cost Danny a lot of time chasing down Zaif for 6th place. There currently seems to be no damage for Danny though, which is very, very surprising, especially with heavy damage set.
No damages, but the game is not working sometimes with the damages.
Yeah, sometimes when you hit them, usually at a strange angle, it actually won't give you any damage, which is very unrealistic, but it's actually helped Danny so he doesn't have to stop again with a damaged car.
Yes. Mortal 9.8 seconds before Ogablo.
Vivaros must be having problems, unless the the timing is wrong and he is on the hard tyres. You'd expect him to be going a lot quicker than the drivers in front, although he's a second off. So either there's something right, okay, Org has pitted, so I assume either he has damage, which I cannot see, or he's going to go to a set of soft tyres, and he believes that the likes of Immortal are going to have to stop again and get the undercut. So, quite risky for Morg. Lightning has also pitted though. It can be... Ash is currently complaining over the radio to his team that he's just not on maximum performance. So 10 minutes left, and this could be a very wise move for Org. You assume that Immortal is going to react now in the next few laps. Danny has gone into the pits as well. He comes out on a set of softs.
Yes.
Still waiting on Zaif's pit stop as well as... Right, okay, so as I said, Immortal has reacted and he's gone in. So he shouldn't lose too much time to Org now, although they could be about 2 seconds different. Org could essentially maintain his second place though.
Second place for Immortal. Makosi stay on the track until the end, normally.
So Nick currently leads the race on the hard tyres. Will he stop again? I don't know. His tyres seem in really good condition actually. He could most likely go to the end. You'd think that the drivers now, like Immortal, would want to make as many stops as possible if their tyre wear is good, although it seems, despite having the pace, they do not necessarily have the long distance running to go with it. So 10 minutes remaining. Nick currently leads the way with Vivaros, although you assume both would have to stop again, as well. Zaif definitely has to stop again for his tyre compound change regardless. Immortal currently leads Org by 10 seconds, which is a difference for the lead of the race. So we have had another retirement on the race with Ash, as well as another driver, I believe. I'm unable to see who. No, it's just Ash. Ash, who is struggling for performance with the car so far, has retired from the race. We know that Ash is a very capable driver. He does like the gravel a lot. I had to work that in there, Ash. But he's a driver you can certainly trust on his tyres and across a race distance, even if he is more related to Nico Rosberg than any other driver that I know of. So back on the stream, Nick continues to run as far as possible. 7.5 minutes remaining. His tyres, they're now going to be reaching the period where there's going to be a lot of tyre wear. So he still looks really tidy though, despite running slightly wide there, but no massive kicks of under or oversteer. Varos isn't that far behind. So Org has set the fastest lap of the race now, beating Immortal's previous best by 3/10, 16.2. That is a tremendously fast time, and he's now bringing his gap in towards Immortal. Immortal now has had Scythe. Scythe must have made a mistake somewhere.
He's 4 seconds faster than Nick.
There's still a huge gap though, so there still should have been another lap or two before Immortal had Scythe. But Scythe doesn't seem to be on top performance today. I really hope he does, because from what I've heard, he's a tremendously quick driver, and in every way Immortal's equal. But we're just not seeing that today. 16.1 from Org now. I guess every driver is going to be challenging to get into the low 50, into the high 15s. Immortal is 2/10 off Org's lap, so Org is in some really quick times, and he is currently 7 seconds behind Scythe.
Immortal, best lap from Immortal.
Immortal 15.9, there we go, straight in, so he's reacted to Org's fastest lap. He is now 9 seconds behind Nick. We have, how long is remaining? I believe there's only about 6 minutes left. So now that it's going to be close, Nick is going to have to go as long as possible. Varos is still holding a fairly good lap pace to the cars in front and behind, but we know he's going to have to be required to stop again.
Immortal is on Fuvaros.
Second. And Varos seems to move aside to allow Immortal to go. There's a lot of team orders going on here, I think. They know that Nick is trying to go as long as possible, very similar to what you would see the likes of Red Bull doing. So you assume Immortal will have him, although of course these softer tyres are going to wear away really quickly, especially with flying laps. In the next lap or two, I expect the Immortal to not catch Nick as quick, so I don't know, this could be a very exciting finish.
Yes.
Danny and Diego are currently running 7th and 8th, both drivers equally capable, very quick off podium, although they just haven't had the luck today, had a few incidents, but they're still doing very well to lap consistently, and the test is always about gathering data and learning the car and yourself is what capable of. I still believe has to pit again, although he has beaten Artie, which is a very good performance from Ives. I know he struggled with the Honda in GTTCC, but when you give him the same car as everybody else, he's a very fast driver, and his tyre weight is one of the best I know. Later on in the race is when he really comes to shine, as we saw in this first stint on the soft tyres. So Immortal is now right behind it. We assume it's going to have him for the lead. We'll change the angle. Coming up to the final corner, I don't really see... No, sorry, I was watching wrong driver, apologies. Although, he's now on the outside, going down into the chicane. Nick takes the inside, going... I don't believe many can see this on the stream, so I will wait so they can watch.
Moto is first.
Moto has taken the lead. As we can see on the stream, Nick had a bit of oversteer coming out of turn 5, I believe. Immortal, as we can see now on the outside, Nick tries on the inside, but he just hasn't got the tyre weight, and Immortal on the soft tyres breezes past. But you've got to give it to Nick, he put up a very strong fight there. I guess Nick now, he seems pretty safe from Varos, coming into two laps remaining now. Although remember, Varos still has to pit. While all this is going on, Scythe has pitted again, although he has put on the hard tyres, the soft tyres again, so I assume he has forgotten to buy another set of hard tyres in order to use, so he will be suffering a time penalty after the race, which is disappointing for him, although it's all a learning curve and experience with just the talent in the series at the moment. We have an incident. Did all run what? Varela seems to have an issue, as does Org.
She faced Evans. Wait, he passed. He overtakes.
I can see on the stream now. Org goes for the overtake on Varela and hits the side of him. Bit aggressive from Org there, and that's Varela has now had to concede the place. He can't be too happy right now, although I think he'll be kicking himself a lot more for not having started on the correct strategy. And now Thiago tries to overtake Scythe, as we see on the stream, although he gets a massive high side. So
we can follow the last lap of Immortal.
Immortal is now on the final lap. Again, it's been an absolutely dominating performance from Immortal. Many expected it, although we kind of hoped that he'd have a lot more challenges. But the guy is very strong in these cars, and in any car for that matter, so he thoroughly deserves it. I think many of us are hoping that over the hour race he will have a lot more problems. The likes of Scythe and Ruvaros will develop the car a lot more. Nick, after 30 minutes, has been set really good on his tyres, so over the hour race, with about 2-3 pit stops, you would assume that he could be a massive, if not one of the biggest threats to Immortal. So Immortal comes on the stream, he's now coming up to the final corner. He wants to celebrate, although he just has to keep his head down. And he comes down straight for the win. Another excellent win for Immortal, celebrating with his team. Nick, second place, he can be very happy with that, as does Org, for third place. Orgablo is a driver who last season became very strong towards the end, challenging Immortal, and I believe he even won a race as well. I can't remember what exactly. But a very good result. Ruvaros comes in 4th place, although I believe he will have to serve a penalty for failure to change tyres, unless obviously our telemetry was wrong. Lightning in 6th place. Bit off the pace from him, although much faster than what many others can do. 6th place Danny, who gets the upper hand over Scythe at the end despite problems. Diego in 8th. Danny, Scythe and Diego are a lot more capable of this, although I think we'll see them stronger at Grand Valley. As well as Ives, another good performance by him, developing data for the tyres, and 10th place, who jumped in right at the last second, Artie, although we all know that he is another very strong driver with Nick and Danny in the RTR team. We had 2 failures to finish, which was Ash and Snow. One suffering connection, one just being unable because he's awful. I know he's listening right now, and I'm going to say he's awful. But we had 3 drivers who did not attend. 2, I believe, are waiting now. We should have another full grid for the next race. Most of the drivers here, very good race from everyone. Hopefully with the knockout, many of them are going to be able to not have to worry about the likes of these qualification races and can just focus straight on getting through to the main event and working. I think the likes of Fuvaros and so they're going to have to do a lot more in-team work rather than speed-wise, because it was their strategy there that let them down massively. But we've got an exciting season ahead and another race to follow right now.
We follow the other race or not?
Pardon?
In lobby B.
We have, yeah, it's basically should be the exact same now with 15 new drivers. I believe another 15, yeah.
16, no?
You're in as would be 16, but a space is for you, remember? So that would mean 15 races with 30 drivers is still very strong. This next lobby, pace-wise, I don't think we're going to see lapped as quick as this first race. Most of the drivers are more the second division cars,
yes.
But the racing should be a lot closer, I think.
Oui. Okay.
I am going to log off now. I'm prepared for the race. And thanks for watching, everyone, and I will see you soon. Great job, Teo, mate, and I will speak to you later. Bye, everyone.
Okay, bye.